Here is a Truetone, I think late 1940s AM/FM radio chassis, and this came from a console radio that we're repairing for a customer. And I put all new capacitors in it, and at first I didn't have any audio. Then I found there was no plate voltage, and looking at the output transformer, I think a mouse had chewed on it and it was open. I found there wasn't any plate voltage, so I used the signal tracer to substitute for it. Now I was able to play a CD player through it from the auxiliary input. Then I didn't have any radio reception. I figured it must be due to bad mica capacitors. So these IF cans, I removed them from the chassis, removed the old mica, and then put them back in there. But then I thought maybe I could just remove the cans and still leave the transformers connected to the circuit. I was able to do that on these ones, and maybe could have on these too, but it seems like I was able to do it. And the mic is real easy to get to. It's in the top. It's in the top of the transformer, kind of like the old cans, like this type there. But this makes the mica real easy to get out. At first I didn't see the mica in the bottom of it, and I was afraid they had sealed it down to the bottom somehow. But actually it's right up here. So these three, I've already removed the mica from them, and I'm going to do this one. The FM ratio detector transformer never seems to have a problem with bad mica, at least all the ones I've done, so it shouldn't need it. But I'm going to remove that mica and put in the new capacitors, and hopefully that'll get the AM and FM reception working. But this is a Truetone chassis, and I don't know if this was made by Wells-Gardner or who, but it's the same chassis as this one, which is my radio, which is a Montgomery Ward's. At least I know when I go to repair this one, it should be a pretty easy repair job. I never started working on this one yet, but it looked like somebody put in all new GE tubes to try and get the RF part of this working. These look like, I don't know what the JY date code represents, but I'd say maybe mid-70s or so. All the RF and IF tubes are new, or relatively new. These other ones are old Truetones, but somebody probably thought they could get the radio reception going again by replacing all those tubes, but I think it was due to bad mica capacitors instead.